What's good, everyone? Just gonna give a little update on my life. I think it's been a while since I made a video, but probably not. I seem to upload these like pretty frequently. Let me get my water. I gotta be at work right now, so that's not good, and I gotta make this pretty quick. But what I'm kind of talking about now is like I got a couple job offers and shit like that, so I'm back in the market to get a job and shit like that. But I'm like, in a weird way, I'm like pretty proud of myself, and I always get this like sinking feeling of like worry, and I've been able to like deal with that and like handle it a lot better. And when I get that like feeling of worry, it's really hard to like convey a thought, and it's really difficult to like, speak and like talk and shit like that. But yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been able to like get myself, I've realized that like a lot of it is fear. A lot of it does come from like being afraid when like, you're stressing and like you're freaking out and stuff like that. And I've been able to like get myself out of that fear and stop being afraid from stuff like that. So, been able to be like more so proud of myself, especially just like bouncing back. I've been able to, um, if I have like one day where I eat poorly or I don't exercise or something like that, then I always think, all right, like tomorrow, I'll like it wasn't a good day today, but definitely tomorrow. Of course, I'm not like trying to like just like right off a day where it's like I wake up and be like, this is gonna be a shit day. But if it's like I wake up and I don't do the things I need to do, I'm like, all right, well, I won't give up. I'm gonna get back to it tomorrow. So it's kind of the mentality I've been having because, these days like they're not perfect. You're not a perfect person. You're gonna fall into temptation. You're gonna fall into all whatever bullshit. You're gonna get terrible sleep or you're gonna get whatever the fuck the case is. Right now I'm kind of dealing with a breakup and I'm dealing with like yeah, not like a bunch of stuff, but I'm dealing with like trying to get a job, dealing with breakup, which is really hard. So it's like, but I haven't chosen to like give up or anything, and I definitely won't. So it's been good. It's been good. It's like I don't know. I was kind of light in the gym. Like I didn't really care for a while, for a little bit, not like a while, but and I was like, you know what? Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Like don't stop. Like I think I had an issue of like, I used to be like all or nothing. Where if I was going to the gym, then my room had to be clean and my car had to be clean. My life had to be all put together. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but if you like, you feel you have to be like all perfect or all imperfect in a weird way. And I haven't been really like that. I've been really thinking about like who I am, which sounds like really existential and deep, but I've noticed that like I don't want to put myself into a box. I can be multiple things but still be myself. So I think that's kind of like something I guess I had like, you know, difficulty with. I don't know. It's not really a problem, but like I guess it's kind of a problem. So also my hair's growing out. I feel like I mentioned this like every other video, but like yeah, it's actually kind of crazy when you look at when I cut it like 2 or 3 months ago, three months ago when I graduated. So yeah, it's like it's like real hair now. So that's kind of dope. And yeah, my goals from here going forward is try to get a job. As I said, I have some interviews, so we're gonna look to that. And I've been pretty happy. In the moments where I'm not happy, usually in the past, like I would, as I said, I'd get that fucking sinking feeling, and like my whole everything would just be ruined. But um, I'm starting not to feel that way. Especially if I do feel that way, if I'm like really pissed off or angry, then it doesn't last as longer. And I've noticed like in the past, couple years growing up, every single week I've had a progression of having less shit days. So like, say like a year ago, I'd have like 5 shitty days of the week. Then you keep trying, and then it's like you get 4 shitty days. And you're never gonna erase shitty days, but you can definitely decrease them, and I think that just comes with like consistency. Which I've been consistent, and I also haven't forgotten to like see my friends and do fun things and stuff like that. So it's been pretty good. It's been okay. I've been able to pull myself out of stuff. There are definitely times where like I'm like really freaking out and it's like hard to pull myself out of it. But I think just like I do a bunch of stuff. I try to like change environments, try to change what I'm doing. You know, I don't want to just like. kind of putting like a circular object into a rectangular opening. I don't know what the exact term on that is, but yeah, I gotta go to work anyways. I'm doing okay. Today was a pretty good day, and you know, there are gonna be some shit days. And honestly, I'm gonna make sure that I uploaded some shit days. You know, because I think I mentioned this in the last video. I saw one of my friend's parents, and he was like, "Man, I saw your YouTube channel. Are you gonna kill yourself?" And like that's not the case, dude. Like obviously, like I'm going through a breakup, so it's like, you know, of course I'm gonna be fucking sad now. But I don't just post sad shit. Like I don't just post sad shit. Like this is a happy video, you know, kind of. I mean, I'm smiling. I look pretty good, I guess. Whatever. Anyways, I really gotta get the fuck out of here. So